Welcome everyone, Namaste. Thank you for being here. Truth is that I had something prepared to read to you this morning, and then I changed my mind. So I'll share it afterwards towards Shavasana. Let's bring your palms on your lap and sit tall. Close your eyes. And as you settle, you can wiggle the pelvis perhaps a few times or move a little bit through your leg bones to find the seat that feels at ease, adding any support if needed. And then invite the base of your body, the parts touching a support, to release and expand onto earth. From the base of your pelvic floor, create a lift through the spine, lengthening up towards the crown of the head. Notice if you are holding tension somewhere in your body, and invite a softening as you become more still. And today I'm going to invite you to turn your gaze in. Bring it inside and start this journey of listening, paying attention, and moving inward. And today, specifically, I want you to be very committed to your own breath. So watch that cycle, the inhalation filling in all parts in your body, and that moment of return, exhaling, releasing everything. Keep the attention on your breath. Life essence is carried through the pulsing rhythm of the breath, outward and inward movement. And this is the rhythm of life. The inhalation, the return movement of the breath, sustaining life, the outgoing breath, purifying life. And for today, I want you to, as an invitation, think of one thing that you feel or you find positive from this new reality. One silver lining, one situation, one thought, one quality that you find positive, that it's affecting your life in a new way. And not because, like we sometimes hear people say, this needed to happen, blah, 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 but because we can always learn to find a silver lining into any situation that life is throwing at us. Situations can be imperfect, can be challenging, fearful, bring anxiety, and they make us want to possibly turn the other way or avoid, or sometimes even make us, if they are not there, or forget them right away after they pass. But today, I'm inviting you to, instead of doing that, recognize the challenge as it is, with the emotions that it brings, the good ones, the not so good ones, the challenging ones, and also the opportunity to find one positive thing that is affecting your life in a new way. And as we find that, a reminder that we can always choose the way we react to any situation, any challenge in our lives, and that we can always choose to find a quality that makes us return to our own big self, the reality of who we are in essence, our strength, our resilience, our compassion, our love. Let's use this as our intention today. Returning always to the light that lives within ourselves. Returning to the opportunity to be an observer and take from any situation at least one thing that we find positive, and we reuse it in our lives after we discover it. Let's bring our palms together, thumbs resting right in front of the heart, relaxing the shoulders. Keep the attention in your breath, and let's inhale first deeply through the nose. With a big exhale, releasing, then breathing in again for the Om. Then we connect the head down to the hands and the heart, the three together. Release your palms. When you're ready to do so, lifting the head and opening the eyes. Welcome everyone, and thank you for being here. We're going to start coming onto our backs today. So take a moment coming onto your back. And as you come onto your back, release the shoulders, notice your arms. You can take a moment if you want, extending the legs and just letting them drop to sides without holding, without gripping. Feeling the back plane of your body supported, and starting to bring the attention inward as we did from the beginning, mostly in the physical body now, for the sensations that may arise. When you're ready to bend your knees, slowly bend the knees and bring them into the chest, just for a moment, almost like if you want to give a hug to yourself. So you can even bring the arms around your legs and press gently into the belly and the chest. Feel the back plane here more connected, more pounded into the mat. And then if you want, add a few wiggling movements here from side to side, perhaps a little bit towards the front of the mat and back towards the head. A few circles here. And then returning to the center, give your feet also an opportunity to start awakening more by flexing and pointing the feet. You can change the hold into both hands to the knees, and also doing some circles different ways with both feet. Good. Then from there, we are going to cross the right leg over the left one and bring both legs again into the chest. And notice here if there's any new sensations arising, perhaps in the outer hips or the hamstrings. See if you can relax the shoulders and the skin in the face. We keep a lot of tension in our facial muscles, so try to soften, almost like melting from the top of the head down to the face. Good, then we'll switch, placing the left leg over the right one, bringing both knees in. And again, an opportunity to sense here what's going on that second side. Taking a few deep breaths. Remember the energy we are bringing in with the inhalation, the life force flowing into our system, and with the exhale, the release. Good. Then from here, we unwrap the legs. We are going to bring the feet both down into the mat. lace your fingers and bring the palms right behind the skull. Widen through the elbows, just feel there the inhalation, the opening through the chest. And with the exhale, slowly bring the elbows towards each other, navel in, and we leave the back of the skull and the neck. And then again, inhaling, opening up, feel that gentle arch happening in the spine, and then exhale, moving into the chest. 3 more like that, going with your breath, long, deep inhalation, exhaling, creating more activation in the upper back, and 2 more. And 1 last. And slowly releasing. Good. We're going to keep the arms alongside the torso and we're going to extend both legs. This is a simple movement, but we're going to start creating a twist here. Slowly, I'm going to keep the legs sliding on my mat. So I'm going to bend both my knees and bring them towards my left elbow first. And then slowly re-extending towards the top of the mat. And then I'm bringing both knees together, sliding up my mat towards the right shoulder. And then slowly taking them back towards the top of the mat. Okay, and again, inhale, bring both knees towards the left shoulder. Exhale, sliding the legs back down. Inhale, both knees to the opposite side. And back down. Good, let's do 1 more each side. Moving both knees, trying to slide them through the floor or the mat up towards the elbow. And then down, back towards the top of the mat. And 1 more. Sliding there towards the elbow. And back towards the front. Good, from there, stay where you are. And we are going to repeat this with a little change. So I'm going to bring both my knees now towards my left elbow. And as I do that, I'm going to extend the top leg. And that top leg is going to stay extended. And with the arm that is closest to that leg, you're going to catch your foot. If you cannot catch the foot, you can always bend the knee and then go and hold the foot. Or you can also wrap a belt around your foot so you have a better grip there, okay? So I'm pushing through my heel into the hand that it's holding, and the opposite arm is open to the other side. This is a twist. Here I'm letting my belly and my chest come towards the arm that it's not holding the foot, and I'm also letting my chin come towards the opposite side of the leg that it's extending. And I'm really pushing through that extended leg heel. And I'm trying to revolve the belly and the chest to the opposite side. 2 breaths here. One more long inhalation. And full exhale. Out breath. Good. Then slowly bend that upper leg. Bring both knees slowly back down towards the top of the mat, and we'll switch sides. I'm just going to turn myself around so I can do the other side with more space. Good. So now we are going to bring both knees together towards the right elbow or the opposite side that you didn't do before, extending the upper leg with that arm that is closest now to the floor. I'm going to catch the foot with my hand. You can bend the knee if you need, or if you have a belt and you want to use it there, you wrap the foot and then you push through your heel. We are also opening that hamstring on that side. Opposite arm is going out to the side, and I'm really creating an opening there through this twist, bringing the belly, the organs, the chest towards the arm that it's not wrapping or holding the foot. Chin also towards that side, the left, if you're going with me. And breathing in and out for 2. Good. Then slowly re-bending that upper leg. Send both legs back down towards the top of the mat. Take one inhalation, extending arms up overhead. And exhaling, roll over to the side. And we'll come onto hands and knees or the tabletop quadruped. Okay? From here into the tabletop, keeping the hips over the knees. I'm going to extend my arms towards the top of the mat or a little further for the puppy pose, sending the chest down, the sitting bones up towards the ceiling, and they are pushing the floor away, bringing perhaps the forehead or the chin down, trying to just let the chest drop a little further down and feel the opening in the underside of your arms, the belly of the arms, the armpits, side body, all the way up. One more breath. Good, and then slowly lifting, we return towards the hands and knees. And from here, with the hands under the shoulders and the knees under the hips, I'm going to start on my left side, putting the left hand behind the skull. And 3 times I'm going to inhale, opening towards the left. Exhaling, coming back. And again, inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Good, with that same left arm, I'm going to go up all the way. Exhaling, threading towards the right, going a little further down. And 2 more, inhaling, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, one more inhalation to open up. And exhale, left hand goes down and we switch sides. Right hand behind the skull 3 times. Try to keep the pelvis neutral, lift your ribs in, inhaling to the right, exhale, inhale, release the out breath, 1 more. Good, now we add the whole arm, inhaling, exhaling, threading a little further. Inhale, exhale. Last one, ribs in, activating the core. Exhale. Good, we take that arm up and exhale, coming back to the hands and knees. Beautiful, let's go from here into some circles for the pelvis. So let the hips go to one side, front, the opposite side and back, just a few times. Good. Going like 3 times to 5 on one side, and then you'll reverse it and you'll do the opposite side as well, okay? So after you do a few of those, notice the sensations, one side and the other. Stay with your breath. You may hear some sounds, that's normal. Notice, just take notes. Good, and then we return to hands and knees. From here, we are going to start moving back up a little further. So we tuck the toes, we lift through the knees, and we start coming towards the downward facing dog, pressing through the hands, and starting to create more of a lift through the sitting bones, going up towards the skies, bringing the front ribs in. Keep your knees bent just for a moment. Push through your hands to make those sitting bones super high. And again, drag those lower ribs towards your hips. And then from there, pedal your feet a few times. Walking one heel down and then the other. Again, an opportunity to notice sensations in the backs of your legs, your hips. For one more breath. Good, and then bring both heels down and let's find some stillness in this downward facing dog, releasing the head, Keep the upper back broad. If you need to dial your hands out a little, that can be helpful to feel more freedom in the upper back and the shoulders. And then relax the head, toning the fronts of the legs into the back plane of your body. More activation through the quads. And then we'll gaze forward and walk towards the hands. You can jump also if you want. And as we come into this forward fold, hold opposite elbows and let the head release. If you need to keep the knees bent, please do so. And just rock a little bit from side to side. Noticing again the sensations in your hips, the backs of your legs. Maybe you just shift the hips from side to side. Finding a moment there to get a little deeper into the gluteal muscles and the hamstrings. Good, then slowly release the hands at the center and bringing the palms onto your shins. Inhale halfway, lengthen the spine. Lift the belly up, send the sternum forward, exhale and fold. Two more like that. Inhaling, lengthening, toning the legs, belly up, exhale. One more, inhaling, exhale. And then pressing through the feet, we'll bring the hands onto the hips, roll the shoulders back, elbows up, and we come up towards standing, lengthening. Good. Now in this one, we are going to inhale, arms up overhead. With the exhale, we fold again. And then I'm going to ask you to come back up, but with a rounded spine. So let the spine be rounded, press through the feet, and come all the way up. Slowly, the head is last. Good, let's do that one again. Inhaling, arms up overhead. We exhale with the chest broad, bend the knees if you need, coming all the way down. And now we come up, rounded spine, pressing through the feet, navel moving in. The head is the last thing to come up. One more like that. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, folding. Pressing through the feet, round spine, lower belly up. Come all the way up, round, round, round. Slowly isolating the spine. Last thing is the head. And we come up to standing. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to mirror you, so we go together. So if you want to face me, you can do that. We keep the feet hip distance apart. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Lace your fingers, press your palms up towards the skies. Lengthen through the sides. Lift the belly up towards your nose. Press, press, press through those parts so the wrists activate also. Good, and then exhale, release. Bring the fingers behind you, lace fingers, just to show you here. You can keep the elbows bent or you can extend through the arms. You can also catch a belt, a strap if you need, or a towel instead. Rolling the shoulders back, extending through the arms. Lift through the sternum, tone the belly up. Just breathing here. If you can, you'll send your arms a little further out. But if that makes you bring your head forward, then just return with the arms and make sure that the cranium is above the spine, okay? So inhaling, sending the shoulder blades in and down, lifting through the heart center. For one more breath. And then we release here. Beautiful. Shake it a little. And I'm going to show you a little drill that we are going to do to activate more of our bodies. So I'm going to say what I'm doing so you can go with me, same thing. If you want to watch it once, you can watch it once. From here, you can keep your hands on your hips if you want for balance, or keep your hands in Namaste shape in front of you, okay? I'll show you like this. So I'm going to start with my left leg. Left leg will go up. Then I'm going to open to the side. And then again, I'm bringing that left knee up and back to the side. Again, left knee up and back to the side. Left knee up, back to the side. One more. Left knee up and back to the side. Now I'm going to add a little more. Left knee up, hop, and back, right leg behind. Left knee hop, right leg back behind. Again, left knee hop, right leg behind. One more. Left knee hop, right leg behind, and we come back towards the front of the mat. Okay, a little bit of activation. Now I'm going with the other side. Right leg will go up first. Right leg, without the hop, first I'm just moving to the side. Right knee up and back. Right knee up and back. Two more. One and two. Good, now I'm going to add a little hop. Hop, and the left leg goes behind. Hop, left leg behind. Three more. Hop, left leg behind. Hop, behind. One more. And we come to the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale. Good, let's go from here. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhaling, we fold. Inhaling, half. Exhale, take downward facing dog. We go back to the regular shape we know. And find stillness again for a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then swing your hips a little bit from side to side. Take a moment there, again feeling the backs of the legs and the hips. Good. Walk your hands towards your feet this time and cross the right leg over the left one to the left and fold over the legs. If you need to bend the knees here, bend the knees. Your choice if you can press the left heel firmly down into the floor. So that's the heel of the leg that it's behind, okay? That heel is really pressing down. Lift the lower belly, relax the torso. Good, and then we switch. Right leg comes back to the right. I'm going to cross my left leg over. I'm lifting through the lower belly, releasing the torso down, and now my right heel is really heavy to activate that back line in that leg. One more breath. Good, releasing the left leg back to the left. Walk yourself back towards downward facing dog. Big breath here. Ribs in, relax the head. Press into your left foot, lift the right leg up. Right foot comes forward. We are going to stay here for a moment. Left knees off the mat, but if you need to bring it down, you bring it down. Lengthen through the spine. Firm your hips into the midline. Lift your left palm down onto a block or any support that you need and we'll twist to the right. Rolling the shoulders back, opening through the heart center, leaning back a little. Send the right outer hip towards the back of your mat. Can you notice that return of your breath? In breath, feeling in your body with life force and energy. Out breath, release, send it out. Good, exhaling, we release that right hand down, tone the inner legs, bring your hands into your hips, lengthen through the spine, and we come up towards the high crescent. Good, take a deep inhalation here, big exhale, lifting through the sternum, belly up, inhaling, arms up overhead, exhale and stay. One more breath. Exhale, release. Right leg goes back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, we come to plank pose. And exhaling, we return to down dog. Again, inhaling, we come to plank. Exhaling to down dog. Last one, inhaling to plank. Use your knees if you need to come down first, all the way down to the mat. Good, bring your forearms in front of you. You can place the palms together or lace fingers. Roll the shoulders back, lift through the chest. Notice the breath. Good. Then release that, hands under the shoulders, tuck your toes, and we go up, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and we go to the second side. Left leg goes up and back, left foot comes forward, tone the inner legs, squeeze the hips into the midline of your body, hands to the hips, and then when you're ready, coming up to the crescent lunge. As you tone the legs and you settle the shape, firm the left hip towards the back of your mat, send the arms up. Lengthening through the sides, lifting through the spine. We exhale, coming down, right hand down, supported. We switch towards that left twist. Roll the shoulders back, lean back, send the left hip towards the back of your mat, pushing through the back heel to activate that right thigh. Exhale, release the left hand. Let's go back, downward facing dog. And again, we'll take 3 planks. Inhaling, exhale. Take your time with your breath. One more. Lengthen through the sternum, lift your thighs, push the heels back, come all the way down. Good. This time we bring the forearms in front. Again, we lace the fingers, but this time I'm going to tuck my toes, walk those toes in as much as you can, press through the elbows, press through the forearms, and lift through the abdomen. Forearm plank. Breathing in and out. Push those forearms down into the floor. Exhale, release. Hands under the shoulders, tuck your toes, and we go back up, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Taking every opportunity in our lives, challenging, stressful, maybe just simply because it's a big change, as an opportunity to become an observer in calm awareness and find the silver lining. Find one thing you can discover about yourself in this situation. One more breath. And then bend the knees, gaze forward, take a giant step or hop, if you like, to the top of your mat. Inhaling halfway, we lengthen. Exhaling, we fold. Inhaling, we bring the arms all the way up. Coming into Tadasana, we release the arms. Stay here for a moment. You can close your eyes. Return to your breath, your body, observing. Just take a few moments here. Soften the skin from top to bottom. Go in, listen. No judgment, no need to control. Good. Then slowly opening the eyes. For the next sequence, make sure that you have a block perhaps close by in case you want to use it for support. Then I'm going to leave it there and we'll go from the top, inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhaling, we fold into Uttanasana. Inhaling, halfway lengthen. And with the exhale, find your downward facing dog one more time. Good. As you find the shape again, pressing through the palms and the feet grounding, push those hips up and back. Send your sitting bones down to your heels to create more activation in the backs of the legs. Press through the left foot, inhale the right leg up and back. Bend the right knee and open that right knee towards the left. Sacrum in, left ribs in, relax the head. One more breath there. And then re-extend right leg up and back. Bring the right foot forward and turn the back foot down. We come to warrior two. Good. Today I'm going to play in this warrior a little, so we are going to mobilize it. Okay, so from here, what I'm going to do first is drop the right sitting bone, hug the hips in, send your right thigh back towards the back of your leg or the back of your room, and lengthen here through the arms, keeping the spine tall. Let's reverse the warrior, inhaling here. Exhale, drop that right side a little more, but lift the inseam of your left leg. Good, coming back. Bring the left hand onto your left hip. And now we are going to play a little into balance, but we are going to come back. So what I'm going to do is use my block, and I'm going to first come up and then return towards the warrior. And again, come down and lift and back towards the warrior. 3 more. 1, pressing and returning. It's okay if it doesn't look perfect. Up and returning. Last one. Up, stay there for this one. And now we are going to play with that left knee, trying to bring it towards your chest and then back out. And knee to the chest and back out. Keep the chest facing to the left. Knee to the chest and out. Beautiful. Now we stay there. Send the left arm up, belly and chest up to the skies. Push through the left heel. One more breath. Then slowly bending the front knee first. Lengthen the whole body to come back to the warrior two. Good. Take a deep inhalation here. Exhale and release. Beautiful. Let's straighten the front leg. And from here, take the triangle, lengthening through the sides as much as you can. Then you can go back to your block or the shin or the foot, extending through the left arm. Or if the shoulder is sensitive, you can bring your hand to your hip, okay? Good. From here, again, spin the belly, the ribs, the chest up towards the skies. Head back a little. One more breath. Good. Bring the left hand all the way down to the floor. We are framing the front foot. And I'm going to bring that back foot a little closer. And I'm turning that foot in. Hips move towards each other. Lift the spine. Send the lower belly in. And drop over that right leg. If you need the blocks there, you can put blocks. If the hands are touching down, just release them. And if you have the chance, or it's easy for you to walk your hands a little further back, you can play with that. Two more breaths. Firm that right hip towards the back of your mat or towards the back foot. Good. Then I'm walking the hands back towards framing the front foot. Before we end this sequence, bend the front knee and lift the left leg up into the standing splits. You can keep the front knee bent or you can extend a little more if that's okay. Push through that right heel. Keep the hips level, send that left leg up, relax the head. Then slowly bending the knee, put the left toes back down, hands down, back to downward facing dog. Inhaling, we take plank. Exhaling, we lower. Inhaling, opening the chest. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, and we'll go to the second side. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. Let's go second side. Inhaling, left leg goes up and back. Bend that left knee, opening the knee towards the right. Sacrum in, ribs in, lower belly in. Relax the head. Level the shoulders if you can. Full breath here, toning that right leg. Then re-extend left leg up and back. Left foot forward, right foot down, and we come to warrior two. Good. Settle through the form, press into the back foot, lifting the inseam of that back leg. Let's first inhale and send the torso forward, and with the exhale, we reverse. Drop that right hip, left hip down, lifting the inner right thigh up. Back to center, warrior two. Good, and now we'll catch that block for that little game, okay? You can put the right hand onto the hip if you want. First, I'm going to bring that back leg a little closer. And from there, we'll go up and down, lifting into the half moon. And then back down to warrior two. Again, pressing, lifting up. And slowly return. Good, two more. Up. And down. Last one. Good, we'll stay here. Open up through the chest, squeeze the glutes in, and trying to keep that belly and chest moving up towards the skies. We'll add the knee movement, going towards the chest, and then out. Two more, in, and out. And in, and out. Good, and then again, belly, chest up. We send the right arm up. And you can choose where the gaze is going. It can be to the front. It can be down. One more breath. Then slowly returning, warrior two. Good. Igniting fire. Press through the feet. Straighten the front leg. Remember, both inner legs, they are lifting into your bones. Lengthen through the side. And we come towards the triangle. Rolling the shoulders back, lengthening the side body. Lower belly in. Head in line with your spine. Beautiful. Right arm comes down to frame the front foot. Bring the back foot forward a little. The right foot is turned in. I'm straightening both legs, firming the hips in, lower belly lifting, and then I'm lengthening the torso over that left leg. Blocks underneath the hands or anything like a cat or a dog can be of help, or walking your hands a little further back if that is possible today. Last breath here. Good, then we walk the hands to frame the front foot. Last part, we press into that front foot and we lift into the standing splits. My hips, I'm trying to keep them level. I'm sending that lower belly in. Inseam of my right leg is lifting up towards the skies. Relax the head and the neck. Last breath. And then slowly put the right toes down, hands down, back to downward facing dog. Inhaling plank. Take your vinyasa or skip it if you don't want to add the transition, okay? Shoulders up if you are going into the cobra. Exhale, release, and we go to down dog. Beautiful, bring your knees down. Let's take a child's pose and rest. Release here. Again, an opportunity to soften and let go. Reconnect with the breath, reset, stilling the breath to still the mind, the nervous system, and refresh not only our physical body, but also our energy, our thoughts, our emotions. And notice anything that is arising, any thoughts, any ideas. Don't fight them, just notice. One more breath. And then slowly sitting up, coming towards a seat for a moment. I want to show you something that I want us to try. So I'm going to give you a couple of options, okay? Option one is that if you have a wall, I would really love for you to use it because it's a really good way to create a new practice, change, right? Sometimes it's fearful, but it can be, we can find the silver lining. So from here, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to come close to my wall and take a downward facing dog that is going to be shorter than my usual. And as I take my downward facing dog here, what I'm going to play with is to bring one foot into the wall and push into the wall as I press through my arms to lift a little higher. It doesn't have to be super high. Maybe you're just pressing into the wall and it's like 1 millimeter that you go up. The idea here is to keep your hands like a downward facing dog. So you're not bending the elbows. You can dial your hands out a little. And it's just a little bit of a game. Belly in, push, elbow straight, and just lift. And then you go down. So practice a few times perhaps with the same leg. And then you can go with the opposite leg and try and see what happens on that side. Lifting and pushing and then returning. And if you are more experienced or seasoned in this, you can walk your legs, your feet a little higher and then go a little further up and push through one foot into the wall and send one leg up and then return. And then the other leg up and then return. If there's no wall for you there today, no worries. You can create a really nice inversion by widening your feet on the length of your mat, pressing through the outer edges of the feet and folding over, sending the arms out and down and staying here for 5 breaths. If you are playing with the wall, it's a really good way to ignite fire. You're going to feel it, and also to create that upside down movement in the body that it's really beneficial, okay? And something new. Good. Take 2 more breaths wherever you are, either playing with the wall or folding over the legs. And then as you release that and start slowing it down, bring your feet together and take a seat on your mat. Good. Now from here, We'll take a seat, and keeping the seat, we're going to bring the hands behind. My fingertips are pointing towards the back of my mat, but if that needs to be changed, you can change it. I'm going to first roll the shoulders back, lift the sternum, lift the chest. This is a simple back bend here to feel the lift and the opening into the chest, shoulder blades down. Another breath. Good. Right foot comes on top of the left thigh, and you move the left foot as far or as close as you need it. If you feel that it's a little bit too extreme, to bring the legs too close to your body, okay? Once you're here, press the right knee away from your chest. Keep lifting through the center of the chest, the lungs, and send the shoulders back and down. Softening the skin in the face, relaxing your tongue. Go in, listen to the sensations, and breathe into those sensations. Good, then slowly take that right foot down, switch sides, left foot comes on top of your right thigh. And again, for one side may be different than the other, at least that feels like that for me. Maybe you need to send the right foot a little further out, or you can bring it a little closer. From there, I'm trying to send my left knee a little further away from my body, lifting through the chest and widening my collarbones and the heart center out to the sides. Your jaws should feel heavy. You should also be able to sense the space inside your mouth. Eyelids releasing calm down towards the lower portion of your face. Then we slowly bring that left foot back down. Good. We'll come onto our backs, hugging both knees into the chest and rocking slowly from side to side. You can create circles again. Good, let's put the feet down onto the mat. Heels are a little wider than my sitting bones, and I like to walk my arms down so I can feel my fingertips or nail tips touching the heels or going as far as I can. And then from there, I'm going to activate glutes, hamstrings, and open the chest by pressing my mat down with my palms, lifting the pelvis, and going into the bridge pose. You can also do it with the block or the brick if you have one and you prefer that. I'm trying to squeeze and tuck my shoulder blades into each other. I'm pressing firmly through my feet, inner and outer feet. Spread the toes, lift the sacrum into your body, and activate the glutes and the hamstrings to create that opening and that lift. Breathing in the energy, finding the freedom, exhaling, letting go. One last. And then with the exhale, we start slowly bringing your whole body down to your mat. Take a deep breath in, big release. Soles of the feet together, knees wide, right hand onto the belly, left hand onto the heart center. Let everything melt down and spread into earth, not only downward, but also wide. Good. Slowly bring both knees again towards each other. Hug both knees in for one last time in the practice, rocking from side to side. And if you want, you can add a happy baby here or bring both knees to one side and rest in this gentle twist for a breath. And then do the same on the other side. Don't worry, there's still time. So either a twist or a happy baby before we'll take the Shavasana shape. Take a few breaths on each side if you are taking the twist. And then slowly start moving towards resting. I'll tell you when we are done, but if you are at home, you stay as much as you can stay and rest there, okay? So as we come into Shavasana, we release everything.